From the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass., this is NEPSAC Girls Hockey on LSP. Today, it's the Lawrence Academy Spartans with a record of 15-13 hosting the St. Paul's Big Red with a record of 16-4-3 in the season finale for both teams. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Sam Feely, ready to bring you the play-by-play story alongside Zamir Primus, the best name of the game on camera. It is senior day for the LA Spartans. Last game of the careers of four players, including Lindsay McNeil, captains Maddox Engerhofer and Corinne McCool, and Grace Belfay. They face a tough decision Wednesday evening against Rivers, and that was Kate Shaughnessy's hat trick that did him in. She did all the scoring for Rivers in that game, and Rivers was a team on a mission after getting bounced in the NEPSAC quarterfinals last year at home. The same can be said for St. Paul's. They're looking to go on a revenge tour, get back. They are definitely qualified for the NEPSAC girls hockey tournament as we get the game underway at 16-4-3. As this is Bella Kang bearing in, peels back. And to the right point, shot off of Engerhofer, kick save into the near right corner. They've really unleashed some anger in recent games, have the Big Red. They're on a 4-game winning streak, and they've outscored their opponents 28-4 in that span. So LA better hope they can weather the storm and maybe pull off a big win on senior day in the last game of the season at home. Is knocked down by McCool just outside the St. Paul's blue line. Walks in against a double team, gets tripped up, no call there, and Kang takes it away. Kang goes to the near side, and Grace Martin, who tosses it off the sideboards. Ahead to Claire O'Leary. Goes deep below the goal line. Big Red will go out for a change. Dumped in deep around the end boards. Waiting to play it there is Lester for LA. She can't handle it. Back to back her up there is Tabor. Now tossed behind the goal. Tabor will get it in the near left corner. Get it to Michaels. Keeping the play alive here. That is Lester. Tries to backhand to a teammate, unsuccessfully so. Lazat can't keep it in at the blue line. And now back the other way comes Olivia Lynch. She'll just dump it in from center ice. Lazat there to play it. And around the end boards, the Spartans will carry it out of the zone. Far side tossed in from center ice, no icing. Knocked down by the goalie, Madison Beck. Outlet pass knocked down, slows down the Big Red temporarily, but St. Paul's gets in the offensive zone, tries to set up, but they have to peel off the glass, and toss ahead for Belfay. Belfay can't handle it, though, and it's taken over by Tiffany Hill. Hill stays onside. Goes through the slot to the opposite side. Walking to the slot is Gillis Frechette. Loose puck in front. Scrambling is Engerhofer, and it comes around the end boards to the near side. On the diagonal, it's a little too strong, trying to connect with Babineau, and it's an icing on the Spartans with 13:32 to go in the first period. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. Face-off won by the Big Red. Shot in front, blocked. And the Spartans will take it away. 2-on-3 coming in on the near side. It's McCool. Has a St. Paul's player wrapped around her. No call. Off the sideboards, out of the reach of Hill. Spartans will try to reset at their own blue line. McCool walks in on the far side. Looks for an opening, and that is a save by Madison Beck with 13:04 to go in the first period. Spartans at 15-13. If they are going to get into the NEPSAC girls hockey tournament, it's going to be you got to win and hope for some help. They beat 16-13, and they'd most definitely have a road game. Spartans don't realize they're offside. Michaels and Lester have to tag up. They do, and now here's Claire O'Leary. O'Leary Leaves away from one Spartan defender, bears in on the right side. Tries to take a shot, it's blocked. Goes below the goal line. Good defense by Lazat. Lazat tries to swipe it to a teammate. That would be Tabor, but she can't connect with her. And the Big Red trying to set up their offense. Walking in from the left wing circle. A shot in front. Saved by Angerhofer, and she covers up. Angerhofer with a couple of good saves in her final home game. 12:29 to go in the first period. Left wing circle face-off in the LA zone. It'll be controlled by the Spartans. Hit around the end boards, all the way out to the point. Unable to keep it in there is Brianna Hill. And now a chance for the Spartans. 2-on-2, but getting back quickly is Bella King. King tries to weed through a couple of defenders. Her pucks taps off the stick of Tabor. Stopped at the blue line. Backing up here is Brett Stoddard. Taken away by Michael. She takes a shot. And a stick save there, reaching out by Beck. Puck pops up, drops in the far left corner. Natalie Tolchinsky playing it, and now it'll be Paige Galley. Galley over to Kang. Redirected out of the St. Paul zone, but only as far as center. It'll be O'Leary getting it back, dumping it in deep from center. Change for the Big Red. Good forecheck here, no call either way as some bodies get tangled. Spartans being forced below their own goal line, and now this Big Red try to set up their offense. That's a little too strong. On the pass below the goal line, battle at the left point. Out to center ice, and now here come the Spartans. McCool, tipped aside by Beck. Belfay. Pass can't connect with her, taken over by Martin. Around the end boards to Hale. Hale gets it out to Lynn. Lynn drops it off for Hill. Hill walks in on the left side. Tries to backhand it in on Angerhofer. She sticks out the knee to kick it aside. Back the other way come the Spartans. Toss off the side boards. Spartans will go off for a change. Back to play it for St. Paul's is Martin. Martin gets past one defender, gets past two defenders. Tries to connect on the diagonal, knocked out the blue line by the Spartans. Now a 3-on-1 here for the Spartans. Pass to the right wing circle, the shot! I think I might have hit off the crossbar. Nice attempt by Camo. Beck was lucky to tip it, and it tipped off the crossbar off the back glass. Now scrum on the far side boards. Taken away by the Spartans. Shot, and a little flying saucer there by Camo is ripped out of the air by Beck with 10:13 to go. Want LSP to tape and broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. This is ideal for any MIA or NEPSAC tournament teams who don't have the support of the local access station. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, concert, wedding, recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Belfay below the goal line, under duress here from Stoddard, and Roy will play it. On the diagonal, pass broken up, but Big Red keep possession. Nice give and go. Sliding to a knee, however, is Tiffany Hill. She had a golden tic-tac-toe opportunity there. Puck comes in on Angerhofer. Another opportunity, it's swept aside. Hill had a chance there. Some good back-and-forth give-and-go action, but she fell to a knee as the puck came back to her on the second pass. And that denied her an opportunity. Puck goes off the skates of McCool. She has it. She's going to try to walk in. She'll shoot! And a save by Beck. Puck swiped to safety. Lazat will play it. Back to Lazat. Diagonal goes into a St. Paul stick. Stopped at the red line. And entering the zone in the middle is Roy. Roy, nice dangle, but it was enough of a good defensive play there by Casey to prevent her from walking in uncontested. And now we have a whistle and a stoppage of play with 9:02 to go. NEPSAC Girls Hockey on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. Turnover in the face-off circle, shot kicked wide by Angerhofer on the attempt by O'Leary. And here come the Spartans, pass a little too strong, and it'll be settled down by Martin, who goes over to Hale. Hale back to Martin. Martin goes up the near side boards, redirected in by Tolchinsky. Around the end boards there, chasing down for St. Paul's is O'Leary. O'Leary pins her defender against the boards, and we have a scrum in the far right corner. It'll spring loose, come to the opposite side. Poked out to the neutral zone. Big Red have to reset, and it's redirected in from the blue line by O'Leary. Partial change here for the Big Red. Backhand pass in front, and Angerhofer rips it down with 8:09 to go in the first period. Both goalies making some fantastic plays in this scoreless game thus far, halfway through the first period. Face-off in the right wing circle is going to be won by the Spartans. Hit around the end boards. Knocked out the blue line, no offside. Walking in, the shot, and that goes over the crossbar off the rear glass on the attempt by Lynn. And back the other way come the Spartans. Entering the zone on the near side. Babineau gives it up, but she couldn't connect with McCool. Turns it over. There's Babcock. Babcock connects. Right wing circle shot. Kick save. Angerhofer on the attempt by Frechette. Goes in deep. Waiting for it is Lynn. In reverse direction. Lynn has it. Dangles through a couple of defenders, and Babineau's going to pass on it. Goes below the goal line. Reversed over to Lynn, and now the Spartans have it around the end boards. And Clear trying to connect on the outlet pass to Babineau, but this is going to be icing on the Spartans with 7:11 to go in the first period. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of this or any past LSP video broadcast or one of several different designs of bumper stickers. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store or the LSP Facebook page after the game. And remember, all orders within the continental United States come with free shipping. This has to be knocked down by Beck. She'll drop it off for Hale, who tries to go up to the far side boards. No, too many men on the ice there for the Spartans. It's poked to the near side. Waiting for it is Michaels. Michaels can't get it. Hale does. A scrum in the near left corner. Michaels and Day. And it's going to be sprung loose. Lester waiting for it in the opposite corner. She gets smushed. A lot of contact here tonight. Clean physical game. And falling down, trying to get the backhand on net was Berardino. She could not get it on the right angle. Frechette has it. Connects with Martin. Correction, that's Hill. Hill gives it up. And they score! Gillis Frechette with the goal, and it's 1-0 St. Paul's. Well, it's not exactly the blowout right now that has been the last few games for St. Paul's, but they are on the board first, 1-0, with about 6 minutes to go in the first period, and we have an offside on the Big Red. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Face-off, won by the Spartans. Walking in is McCool. Stops just outside, tries to go into the slot for Babineau. Is too strong. Goes to Tolchinsky. Tolchinsky connects with O'Leary. O'Leary bearing in from the right wing circle. Kick save by Angerhofer. Tolchinsky back to give it to O'Leary. O'Leary goes out to the left point. Waiting for it is Tolchinsky. The shot off a body in front. Back the other way come the Spartans. Off the skates of McCool. She couldn't handle it. Comes back into the LA zone. Now O'Leary will go out to the point. And O'Leary couldn't keep it in the zone, and she'll have to back up. Goes DDD over to Galley. Galley goes to Tolchinsky. Hits it in from the red line. Big Red will go out for the change. Spartans also going out for a partial change as we approach 5 minutes to go in the first period. Lester can't handle that pass. Forecheck here, taken away by Stoddard. Stoddard tries to go into the slot for Hill. Too strong. Back the other way come the Spartans. On the diagonal, entering on the near side. It's Lester. She knocks it down. She'll walk up to the point. Backhand it in deep for Tabor. Tabor tries to center front. That actually got on Beck. I think she was trying to connect with Michaels, but Michaels went too far to the opposite side. There's Hale, and she fires it into her own bench. 4:29 to go in the first period. LSP will have coverage of the NJCAA Region 21 men's and women's basketball semifinals and championship next Saturday and Sunday, March 3rd and 4th. Coverage starting at 11:55 a.m. both days. Watch all the games live at localsportsproductions.com/live or on the LSP YouTube channel. Then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand, the LSP YouTube channel, or buy DVD of the game at the LSP store. Here's Hill. Hill hits it around the end boards, a little too strong for her teammate. And back the other way come the Spartans, poke it out of the zone. There to keep it in, though, is Babcock. She redirects it in. Chasing it down, Seibold. Seibold gets stood up. And the Spartans will clear 200 feet, icing. 3:48 to go in the first period. Our lone goal is by Gillis Frechette. Came with about a little over, just under 9 minutes left in the first period on the assist by Tiffany Hill. St. Paul's looking to finish the season 17-4-3 and win their 5th consecutive game going into the NEPSAC tournament. McCool, well, that's how you stop her. You got to be hip to hip with her, and Frechette does just that. Has a goal and has a good defensive play there as well against the captain for the Spartans. This play is offside on the Big Red with 3.5 to go. Only 4 seniors on this Lawrence Academy roster. They have a lot of youth. A lot of years on this roster starting, a lot of freshmen and sophomores on this roster. Like if you remember a couple weeks ago, we were talking to, or was it last week? We were talking to Nikki Arnold during the, there's a chance in front of the slot, saved by Angerhofer, rebound kicked out to the near side. But we were talking to Nikki Arnold of the LA girls basketball team, and we mentioned the same thing. A lot of youth on that team, and you see a lot of parallels between the two teams. They're a 500 team this year, but for a team that with a lot of youth, no seniors in the case of the girls basketball team. Here's a chance from the left wing circle, and that's kicked aside. No seniors in the case of the girls basketball team. Only 4 seniors in the case of the girls hockey team. You're doing exceptionally well for such a young team, and you're going to be a tough team to contend with in the next couple of years. This play is again offside on the Big Red with 2:42 to go. 1-0 our score. St. Paul's on top of LA senior night here at Lawrence Academy's Grant Rink. Final game for Lindsay McNeil, Corinne McCool, Maddox Angerhofer, and Grace Belfay. Spartans enter the zone, try to set her in the slot, and Lester got tangled up there with Galley. To the near side. Tabor goes out to the blue line, but it's a little too strong. Seibold will have to try redirect it in, but it's hit back out by Hale. Now walking in from the slot, the shot, and it's a kick save by Angerhofer denying O'Leary. Around the end boards out of the reach of Camo. And the outlet pass, here come the Spartans. Tape to tape over to Lester, takes a shot, kick saved by Beck, and she'll cover up with $1:51 left in the first period. As I mentioned, St. Paul's is on a 4-game winning streak. They've won those 4 games by an average of a 7-1 score, 28-4 in their last 4 games, now 29-4 in their last game plus. Well, of course, St. Paul's, much like Rivers, who we saw here on Wednesday night, lost in their NEPSAC quarterfinal last year and have been on a bit of a revenge tour ever since. LA got burned by Kate Shaughnessy for a hat trick in a period and a half about, and that was all the scoring for Rivers. LA lost the game 3-1 as we come down to about a minute to play. Right now, they're not letting this game get away from them like the other teams in St. Paul's winning streak have. That's backhanded wide right. You know, you're trailing, but you're only trailing 1-0, and the team scored 28 goals in its last 4 games. You got to be happy with that. McCool loses the handle, fires wide left, and retreats to the bench for a change. McCool's had a couple of opportunities, but puck control has been an issue on, it's basically snuffed out what opportunities the Spartans have had. A couple of good saves by Beck, but some of these passes have been a little too strong by the Spartans, and that's what's kept them off the scoreboard. Under 20 seconds to go. Lester goes out to the right point, shot off a stick in front, now chance in the slot, and Tabor was undressed from behind, loose puck in the crease, out to the slot, and that will do it. Kind of an epitome of the first period there for the Spartans. They had a good chance in deep up front, open lanes, and couldn't corral the puck and get good wood on it. So we'll take a timeout. We'll be back about 15 minutes with the second period from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. With your score, the St. Paul's Big Red 1 and the Lawrence Academy Spartans 0. This is NEPSAC Girls Hockey on LSP. Welcome back to the second period of NEPSAC Girls Hockey on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Alongside Zamir Primus, the best name in the game on camera. 1-0 our score. St. Paul's on top of the LA Spartans thanks to a goal by Gillis Frechette at 8:54 of the first period on the assist by Tiffany Hill. Spartans have had some opportunities, but puck control has been an issue. They haven't been able to get, their passes haven't been crisp enough when they've needed them to be. Let's see if Belfay can shut me up. She drops it off for McCool, goes off a body in front before it gets to the goalie Beck. She wraps around, takes another shot wide left. Backhanded onto the left doorstep, and now it's below the goal. And eventually it's tossed off the side boards to center ice. Back to play it is Camo. Camo Jr. from Wakefield, Mass. Can't connect with that pass. Belfay will try to chase it down, so will Lazat. Lazat gets tripped up from behind, no penalty. We didn't have any penalties in the first period at all. And there's O'Leary. O'Leary swipes it out to just outside the blue line where it'll be tossed off the glass and out of play by Berardino with about a minute gone by in the first period. LA in their new red jerseys this year, the Montreal Canadiens-esque jerseys, which when I saw them for the first time, I was like, it's cardinal sin here in New England, isn't it? Walking in is Frechette, looking for another one, tries to connect with Hill on the opposite post, but it was a little too strong. They get it out of the zone. Hill gets it back in, though. Berardino below the goal line. Backhands it back to Seibold. Seibold looks for a pass. Gets it to Babineau, but Babineau's pass only goes as far as the blue line before re-entering the zone on the left side. It's Ray. She backhands it. What a sprawling save by Maddox Angerhofer. Denying Gabrielle Roy at her fancy stick work. And it remains a 1-0 game a minute and a half into the second period. Michaels to take this face-off against Brianna Hill. And the face-off will be controlled by Babineau, but she gets sealed off the puck by Olivia Lynn. Comes back to Seibold. Seibold on the diagonal, a little too strong there for Lester, but she did tap it into the zone from the red line, so no icing. A little wrestling match along the end boards. Are you holding on to her shorts there? Trying to slow her down or trying to get herself up? I'm not sure what was going on there. And in the midst of all that, the net came dislodged. Anyways, 2 minutes gone by about in the second period. 1-0 our score again. The lone goal scored by Gillis Frechette of St. Paul's. About 8:54 of the first period. Pass in the slot. Loose. Angerhofer covers up again. First attempt wasn't there, but Lynn pounced on the loose puck and almost made it 2-0 again. And more good opportunities here for St. Paul's, but Angerhofer standing her ground early in this second period. Michaels, I don't think we can have 6 on the ice right now. And she almost just went into the St. Paul's bench. And for her sins, McCool is going to have to take this face-off as they throw Belfay out of the circle. McCool against Hill, and the face-off will be controlled by the Big Red. It's Hill in deep around the end boards. Ordo Galley outside the zone. And on the diagonal, on the far side, walking in, the one-timer, and it's over the crossbar off the glass. McNeil pokes it out of the zone, only as far as center. Tossed off the sideboard, staying on side is Lynn. Comes into Angerhofer. Good back check here, getting sandwiched nearly by Lynn. And now the Big Red, well, actually, Kang had to stay in the neutral zone because Lynn was going off the ice to the bench, but she was still in the zone, so she had to avoid committing an offside there. Backhanded ahead to Lizotte, and she tosses it too far for icing with 12:44 to go in the second period. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Right wing circle face-off in the LA zone. It'll be Belfay against Kang. Looking to the official by the LA bench for something. It looks like we're okay. Face-off will be won by the Spartans. Hammered around the end boards. Trying to connect with McCool. This is a sort of an outlet pass for Corinne, but it was a little too strong. Oh. That's a play. You know, I've never... That seems like such an ingenious play to me. You have your top scorer on one side, you win the face-off to the opposite side, hammer it around the end boards as basically an outlet pass, and it looked like that's like the perfect play to get a 1-on-0 chance there for McCool, but hammered a little too hard. It was an icing, but now here comes Belfay. Belfay threads the needle to McCool. No icing this time, but now she's just going off the ice for a change. So much for that opportunity, and now maybe a chance here. Walking in, uncontested, a save by Angerhofer on Frechette, denying her of her second. At that point, you just have to let her go. Otherwise, you're going to commit a penalty and maybe give a penalty shot. So you had to rely on Angerhofer either way, and she made the save. Face-off won by the Spartans on the diagonal to Tabor. Tabor chips it in from the red line. On the opposite side, it's Stoddard. Stoddard backhands it. Now back in front. Loose puck. Backhanded opportunity to the slot. Another save by Beck. Loose puck. Puck still loose. Battle. They score! After all that chipping and hammering, it's Aaron Tabor with the correction. Jess Michaels is going to get credit for the goal, and the Spartans have tied this game at 1. From here, we're going to have to go to the scorebook to get the official word between periods, but right now that is Jess Michaels' goal, and it's the freshman tying the game on senior night. St. Paul's looking to answer right away. Kang can't keep control. Now here comes McCool. McCool trying to take the lead. Kick save. Rebound goes to the opposite side. Beck with another big save. There's Tolchinsky, tries to center in front. Angerhofer got a stick on it. Another backhand opportunity. They score. It's Kang. And just like that, St. Paul's reclaims the lead at 2-1. Bella Kang. Less than a minute later. It looked like it was going to be McCool giving LA a quick lead. Nope. Kang for St. Paul's. And now they're looking for more, but a good swipe there at the last minute by Camo. She gets her stick tangled in the jersey of Frechette. Frechette had another opportunity for a second there, but good back check by Camo. Now loose puck in the slot. Comes out to the point, kept in at the blue line. Chipped in deep by Roy. Roy turns it over. Around the end boards by McNeil. And Babineau can't come away with the puck. Nope. And we are going to have a penalty here, it looks like, on St. Paul's. On Lawrence Academy, rather. As it's going to be a tripping call. And we will have our first power play of the game It'll be for the Big Red, as it's going to be Michaels, the goal scorer, going to the box for tripping at 5:31 rather. So a chance to make it 3-1 here for the Big Red. Face off, tangled up, and eventually won by the Big Red. Out to the right point, in deep to Tolchinsky. Tolchinsky being guarded there by Belfay. Hits it around the end boards to Kang. Kang has one goal. She has a go-ahead goal, in fact. Walks out to the left circle. Saved by Angerhofer. Coming in from the blue line to keep the puck alive is Galley. Galley chips it in deep. It's Seibold's there, but she has it taken away. It's Lynn. Goes in deep to Kang. Kang spins away from Seibold on the near side, looking for a pass. Now back to Kang, and a little too strong, backing her up now, a chance of the slot. Berardino stuck her skate out to slow that one down. Kang again, as we're halfway through the penalty. A save by Angerhofer, rebound! Another save by Angerhofer! Berardino with some pushing and shoving there, tried to hammer it off the end boards to try and ricochet it out of the zone, but it's kept in. Puck's been in the zone for a full minute here. Less than 30 seconds left on the power play. There's the captain, Frechette. In front, another save by Angerhofer on the rebound by Lynn. Lynn goes in deep. Frechette, backhands, save Angerhofer. Wow, what a shift. Maddox Angerhofer, the senior, on senior day, with some ridiculous saves in that sequence. And as Magic plays on the arena loudspeaker, yeah, that sequence was magic. Certainly, Maddox. Fresh legs finally on there for the Spartans. Face-off is won by the Big Red. Out to the slot, the shot, another save, Angerhofer. And a face-off in the left wing circle. Gabrielle Roy was celebrating. I don't know why they stopped it. Angerhofer didn't close it up. I'm sure St. Paul's wants that one back. 4 seconds left on the power play, and that will just be out of the reach of Hill. I think she might have gotten a glove on it, but it was too strong for her to keep it in the zone. Penalty time is up. Back to Lester. Turned over to the Big Red. Try to connect. A little give and go here for Hill, but it's a little too strong. It'll be McNeil. Tossing off the end boards. Intercepted, however, by Frechette. Frechette, captain, who has the first goal of the game for St. Paul's, all the way out to center ice and Galley. Redirected in by Roy. There to battle for it are Camo and Tiffany Hill. Giving up to Frechette. Frechette centers in front on the slot, but not enough on it on the shot by Roy. Chip back in, Frechette. And offside. Kind of a late offside call there. And the official says all the way down. So that'll bring the face-off to the LA zone, or no? We have a penalty? Let's see what the call is. Well, Frechette's just been sent to the box. I don't think I caught what the penalty was, but power play for the Spartans. They put 2 minutes on the penalty instead of a minute and a half, though. Cleared by the Big Red. By the way, if you want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games, especially if you're an MIAA or NEPSAC tournament-bound team without the support of a local access station, you can hire LSP for as little as $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, concert, recital, wedding, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Spinning back is Camo. They're spending a lot of time in their own zone on this power play are the Spartans. Camo trying to get it ahead for Belfay. Belfay on the left wing, spins back, goes out to the left point, one-timer, off a body in front. That was the block there by Tiffany Hill. And now she might have a chance against McCool. McCool pokes it away from her. Spartans looking to get it out of the zone, but Hill. And now entering on the near side, it's Lynn. Lynn back to Hill in the slot. Kick save by Angerhofer, and she covers up. Well, Ms. Angerhofer having a whale of a game here. She's had to make some tough saves. She just had to sequence of crazy saves on the power play. Now just had to stop a 1-on-0 shorthanded. Yeah, they're fixing the penalty time now. Should be 26 seconds left on the penalty, not 56 as they put 2 minutes on the penalty. So it should be 26. It says 56 right now. So you can't see it on our score bug. They're going to fix it. It just went dark. There it is, 26 seconds left on the penalty to Frechette. Off the side glass, another clear for St. Paul's. Seibold turns it over, in front! What a save by Angerhofer again. I'm running out of superlatives. Maddox Angerhofer just exerting her will to keep LA in this game. I mean, I'm sure she knows St. Paul's has averaged 7 goals a game in their last 4 in this 4-game winning streak. She is doing everything she can on senior night, as that is icing on the Spartans. Everything she can do on senior day to prevent St. Paul's from ruining the last home game for the seniors. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Face-off won by the Spartans. Here's McNeil. McNeil looking for the outlet off the stick of Michaels, hit back towards the LA zone. It's a 3-on-2, and a good swipe there by Berardino to slow down the St. Paul's offense. But they get it going again in front, and a turnover. It's Michaels. Michaels trying to get past Sear. She gets knocked down, no call. Her own teammate was kind of blocking her skating lane. That was Brianna Sear. Now here come the Big Red. Nice dangle there. And Angerhofer stands her ground. She didn't have to make a save there, but slowed down Stoddard enough. And here's Sear the other way. Takes a shot. It's off the body in front. Big Red looking for a way to clear. Comes back to center ice. And no offside as Camo's pass did not touch her teammate, going off to the bench. Now walking in from the left wing circle. Now below the goal, Tolchinsky. Berardino pokes it away. Camo has it. Under 6 minutes to play, under 5.5 really, here in the second period of a 2-1 game. Now here's Belfay. Belfay in the right wing circle tries to dangle back into the slot, and 2 St. Paul's defenders denied that opportunity. Now a chance in front. That's how LA scored their goal, with a lot of traffic in front against Beck, but unsuccessful there with under 5 minutes to play in the second period. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of this or any past LSP video broadcast, or one of several different designs of bumper stickers. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store or the LSP Facebook page after the game. And remember, all orders within the continental United States come with free shipping. More traffic this time along the end board. Spartans looking to set up their offense. Dropped in along the end board. Shot off the side of the cage. And reversing direction to the near corner. And out to the point, Camo can't handle it. Banging up is McCool. She collides. And now maybe a chance for the Big Red. 2-on-1. Here's Frechette. Shoots. Save Angerhofer. 4:27 to go. NEPSAC Girls Hockey on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school? Log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. Face off in the right wing circle. It'll be won by the Big Red. Chipped in deep, waiting for it is Brianna Hill. Hill tries to center it in front for Charlotte Clark, unsuccessfully so. Leicester needs some help. Camo's coming in. They find Brianna Hill, who turns it over to Babineau. Babineau with speed on the far side as it poked away for a second, but no offside as the Spartans enter. Galley around the end boards. And it goes into the LA bench with 3:49 to go in the second period. LSP will have coverage of the NJCAA Men's and Women's Region 21 basketball semifinals and championships next weekend, March 3rd and 4th, with coverage starting at 11:55 a.m. both days. Watch all the games live at localsportsproductions.com/live and stream the games the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, and buy a DVD of the games at the LSP store. Berardino around the end boards, backhanded in by Michaels. We're under 3.5 to play in the first period. Babineau against Stoddard. Out of the zone, and now maybe a chance here. It's Charlotte Clark. Correction, that was Bridget Babcock. She turned it over, and the second opportunity over the crossbar and off the glass. Back to Babcock. Babcock gives it up to Kang. She has the go-ahead goal right now for the Big Red. She steers in, tries to go to the slot, tries to dangle, and Angerhofer denies her again. O'Leary poked away from behind. Michaels chips it in deep, gets stood up at the red line though. Spartans avoid committing too many men on the ice, as we're under 2.5 to play. Second period of a 2-1 game. Kang gets it out to center ice. Camo hits it back into the St. Paul zone. There to play it is Phoebe Day for St. Paul's, but she turns it over. McCool. Lazat waiting for it in the far right corner. Has some support. Now it's McCool walking the blue line, and it's hit out of the blue line now. It's going to be broken up, however. No opportunity there for the Big Red. Good hip check there by Seibold. Now back the other way on Seibold. And it comes back to the LA zone. Berardino tries to hammer it out. McCool turns it over red line, but having to wait for her teammates to tag up is Lynn. Back below the net. Angerhofer taps it over to Seibold. Pass reversed, and I don't know if McCool realized it was coming to her, but the first to get it was Hill for St. Paul's. Now shot from the right point, and a save by Angerhofer. Frechette had the first goal for St. Paul's. Hit back in below the goal line. Approach 1 minute to go. There's Roy. Now shot from the left point off of McCool. McCool knocks it down, gives it to Lazat. Lazat takes the shot from the blue line, pedaled aside by Beck. We're under a minute to play. Calling for it in the slot was Camo, but the pass was too strong. Back to play it is McNeil. McNeil reverses to Camo. Camo, nice dangle past Hill. Now tries to connect with the home run pass for Babineau, but it's a little too strong for icing with 32.1 seconds to go in the second period. A 2-1 game. LA fell behind 3-0 in the second period against Rivers, and that was as much as Rivers got. They're within one now as we're under 30 seconds to play in the second, but now they've been playing these two They've been playing these two of the top championship contenders in New England. Very tough these last 2 games. Maybe they can send a message to the other teams they might face that this is how you keep the games close, and this is how you beat them if the Spartans are not fortunate enough to make it to the New England tournament. This comes right in on Beck. She knocks it down, and that'll do it for the second period. Goals in the period for Michaels for LA, although we'll check that, and Bella Kang for St. Paul's. We'll take a time. I'll be back in about 15 minutes with the third period from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. With your score, the St. Paul's Big Red 2 and the Lawrence Academy Spartans 1. This is NEPSAC Girls Hockey on LSP. Welcome back to the third period of NEPSAC Girls Hockey on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass, alongside Zamir Primus, the best name in the game on camera. 2-1 lead for the St. Paul's Big Red over the Lawrence Academy Spartans. Let's get the third period underway. Goals in the second period. Jess Michaels tied the game, but not a minute later, Bella Kang gave St. Paul's the lead back at 2-1. Brianna Sear had the assist on the Jess Michaels goal, and it was Natalie Tolchinsky and Claire O'Leary with assists on the Kang goal. So Kang's goal is the difference as we get the third period underway. It's been an entertaining game thus far. Swept away in the left wing circle, hammered in at the left point. And that hops off the stick of Tolchinsky. Now back the other way. Here's McCool. She's had a couple opportunities tonight. Gives it up. Walking into the slot. The shot. And a save by Beck. Denying Lazat there the game tire. Face off in the left wing circle of the St. Paul zone. It'll be controlled by Babineau. She tries to center it in front for Lester. One-timer from the point. That took down Lester. Puck is still loose. There's also some driftwood on the ice. I don't know whose stick that is. Oh, my goodness. That was Beck's stick. They could have caught her off guard big time and put one past her without a stick, but the Spartans do not make her pay for it. And now the Big Reds setting up their offense in the LA zone. Shot from the right wing point, right wing circle, I should say, goes wide right, back out to the right point. This is Lynn, hits it back in deep. Going to be chased down by Hill. Hill gets smushed along the far corner boards. Gets some support, but so do the Spartans. And center in front, one-timer, wide left and around the end boards. And walked out to the right point. Lynn puts on the brakes, goes to the right wing, taken away. Puck slowed down too much a bit, though. And it'll remain in possession with the Big Red. Toss off the sideboards ahead for Frechette, the captain. Had the first goal of the game. Tries to center it in front. And nobody home. Too much traffic. Backing up there is Galley. Goes D over to Clark. And now walking in from the right wing circle, trying to go to the opposite circle to Roy, a little too strong. Roy gets it back, however, hits it back in deep for Shepard. Shepard gets smushed, and Berardino will try to carry it out, unsuccessfully so. Day keeps it in. Battle along the point, now here come the Spartans. 2-on-1 maybe. McCool waiting for it. It'll be the shot by Berardino, and Beck gives it up. Berardino wanted that all by herself, and she could not capitalize as Beck stonewalls her. About 2.5 gone by in the first period. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information as Belfay's shot hit off the side of the net. Saw the net flutter like, whoa, did she score in the middle of my promo? That would be awkward. Unfortunately, it was not the right angle for Grace. Babcock gets it into the St. Paul zone. Now tries to backhand it in on Angerhofer. She's made some fantastic saves. A bunch of those coming in the second period. McCool tries to connect with Lazat. A little too strong. Goes all the way back to Day at the St. Paul's blue line. She hammers it in. No icing. And that'll be McNeil backhanding it. And swiping out, try to keep it into the point. Shepard. And it'll be too much for Sear to do it herself. And back to number 22, counterpart O'Leary. Nearly a turnover in the slot. Saved, though, by Gal to keep the play alive for St. Paul's. Now hit in by O'Leary, but it's hit back to Kang. Battle at center ice, trying to walk in on the near side is Michael. She gets smushed. And it comes back to the Big Red. It hits off the feet of Tolchinsky. I don't think that pass was intended for her. I think it was intended for Stoddard. And that'll go into the St. Paul's bench with 11:50 to go in the second period. Third period, I should say. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates are just $100 per game. Ideal for any MIA or NEPSAC teams. Want to have their games broadcast without the support of a local access station. We're going to have a penalty here on the Spartans. Going to the bench is Beck. At the left point, hit in deep. And the puck was not touched. Wow, I thought it was easily going to be possession as Belfay had it, but they didn't blow the whistle, and then they finally do. And we are going to have another power play for the Big Red, and it's going to be Berardino going to the box. We're checking at 4:35. To complete the thought about if you want to hire LSP to tape or broadcast your games or your next wedding, concert, recital, gaming tournament, school play, meeting, or other event, visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Power play opportunity here for the Big Red. It comes back out to center ice. All right, that'll slow him down a little bit. Now trying to backhand it to the point. Toss off the sideboards. Kept in by Roy. Roy takes a shot. It's off a couple of bodies in the slot and airlifted out to Madison Beck at the other end of the ice. Beck knocks it down. And good forecheck. And now Belfay trying to come away with it, trying to create a shorthanded opportunity. And now Roy. Roy a little too strong, trying to connect with Hill. No icing as Hill wins the race to the face-off dots. Hill drops it off. Now back to Hill in front, falls to a knee, trying to get that shot off. Spartans can't paddle it to safety. Left wing circle shot off a body in front, doesn't get as far as Angerhofer. Now comes all the way back to the St. Paul's end with about 30 seconds left on the penalty. This will be Brianna Hill. Flies go flying in the left wing circle. Kang bearing in. Gets it behind the net. Goes out to the right wing circle for Frechette. The two goal scorers for St. Paul's. And this one goes out of play with 10:05 to go in the third period. An exciting 2-1 game. It's a far cry from the average of the last few games. St. Paul's has played again. They outscored their opposition 28-4 in their current 4-game winning streak. 10 minutes to go in regulation. Below the goal line, penalty time is just about up, and now it is. Left wing point shot, and the Spartans come away with it. But turned right back over to Galley. Turn right back over to the Spartans. No tripping call there. I thought they would have easily gotten Kang there. No call. Back to get it is McNeil. McNeil battling with Tolchinsky, who has an assist today. Tolchinsky on both her knees trying to swipe at that. McNeil swing and a miss on the clearance attempt around the end boards finally. And now maybe a chance for the Spartans. It's going to be Michaels, and she gets poked off the puck by the check of Galley. God, bodies just flying everywhere. Obviously no malicious intent here. Here's McCool trying to bear in. She shoots. Saved by Beck. Loose puck still. Beck can't cover it. And the whistle is blown as Babineau had the puck about 10 feet to the left of the net. And the official lost sight of the puck. So they have to blow the whistle by rule there. But that squelches that chance for the Spartans. Over the head of Michaels. In deep for Stoddard. Now for Shep, the captain, senior. First goal scorer of the game for St. Paul's. Here's Stoddard. Tries to get a shot off from the right wing circle. Cannot. Babineau tries to carry it out of the zone. Backhands it out. And we have a whistle. And we have a slashing call coming up. And it's going to be on Frechette. So the Spartans, power play opportunity, chance to tie the game. Left wing circle face-off. It'll be Belfay to take this face-off, and it's hit 200 feet. Angerhofer knocks it down behind her own goal. It's away from the forecheck, but only comes to center ice. Hit back into the zone by Galley. Back to Galley at the red line. On the diagonal, wasting more time with the penalty. And the slashing call to Frechette. Now Lizotte. 2-on-3 here. Lizotte going below the goal line. Tries to center it in front. And Camo couldn't connect with it. And the clearance attempt by Galley nearly decapitates her entire bench. You can see her, she had her mouth to her face like, oh my God, I nearly killed my teammates with that. Just trying to do a smart hockey play, and thankfully everyone's okay, including head coach Heather Farrell, and she's not the one wearing a helmet. Whew. Or pads for that matter, if that hit her in the stomach or the chest. A little over 30 seconds left on the penalty to Frechette. Lizotte keeps it in the zone at the blue line, hits it around the end boards. Berardino waiting for it. Berardino hits it into the stick of O'Leary. Now they battle for it. O'Leary will try to come away with it. Lizotte there to cut it off. O'Leary doing a nice job here, single-handedly on defense. Now a centering pass in front, it goes through the goal mouth to the opposite side. The net is off its moorings, and they haven't whistled it yet. Beck can't corral it. Backhand in front, the shot, and that didn't get as far as Beck, and now the official sees the net off its moorings. And in that situation, it's hard to tell when to blow the whistle, because, you know, you got LA with a live play there, and what if they take the shot just as you blow the whistle? Goes into the goal, and penalty time is up. Another power play opportunity goes by the wayside for LA. Hit in deep by Michaels. Around the end boards waiting for it is Lynn. Lynn dodges one defender, and they get it to Roy. Roy on the left wing, and that goes to the opposite corner. Again, more bodies tumbling. Back to Galley. Galley hits it ahead to Roy. Roy hits it around the end boards, getting into the zone, waiting for it to Stoddard. Stoddard can't corral it. Roy with pressure there. Spartans looking for an outlet to clear. They can't find one right now. This comes in on Angerhofer, and she's just going to have to cover up with under 6 minutes to play in regulation of a 2-1 hockey game. NEPSAC Girls Hockey on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. So one story that's worth noting about this game is that this used to be a league rivalry in the ISL, but St. Paul's left the ISL after last season and joined what used to be known as the 5 schools league, now the 6 schools league. That's kick save by Angerhofer, with schools like Andover and Exeter and NMH. And another save by Angerhofer. And taking their place in the ISL was Tabor this year, who, by the way, in their first year in the ISL, won the girls' basketball championship. St. Paul's now in the 6 schools league, as I mentioned. But for St. Paul's, they had to drive the furthest of pretty much any ISL school for their home game, for their road games. Because, you have St. George's down on the Rhode Island coast, but, Concord, New Hampshire, this must be tough drive from St. Paul's to St. George's just for a road game, At this level anyways. There are no other ISL schools in New Hampshire. A little more geographic proximity to the other schools in the 6 schools league for St. Paul's than there are for most of the schools in the ISL. Under 4.5 to play. Enough babbling. Try to get it in front for McCool. Turned over. This is Babcock. Babcock off the left wing boards. Hits it in from center ice. St. Paul's goes for a change. LA looking for a win on senior day, but they've got 4 minutes and change left to get it, and they're down 1. St. Paul's looking to win its 5th consecutive game to close out the season. Has not been the lopsided effort that most of their games in this streak have been. Again, they've outscored their opponents 28-4 in that streak, now up to 30-5, but it's not a 7-1 game like the others average out to be. One-handed swipe trying to get into the goal. Roy couldn't connect with it. Now back the other way come the Spartans. Turnover for Shet. Puts on the brakes, and it's ripped out of the air by Angerhofer with 3:24 to go. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. 2-1 our score, 3:24 to go in the 3rd period. Face off, won by the Big Red. Chipped in deep from the blue line by Day. Spartans trying to clear. Turnover in the slot. The shot! And Angerhofer sprawled to keep that out of the goal on the attempt by Grant. See Angerhofer down on a knee, facing to her right, trying to make sure nobody comes towards that direction again. Belfay puts on the brakes. A lot of zone time here for St. Paul's. Frechette on the near right corner. Directions reversed. Day waiting for it. The blue line won't get that far. And now the Spartans finally get it out of the zone, but can they get some offensive momentum going? No, they cannot. Here's Frechette onside at the blue line. Deeks shoots. Loose puck. And Angerhofer stops it with 2:27 to go in the 3rd period. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of this or any past LSP video broadcast or one of several different designs of bumper stickers. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store or the LSP Facebook page after the game. And remember, all orders within the continental United States come with free shipping. The clock didn't start for a while after the puck had been dropped. You could hear the St. Paul's assistant coach yelling at the folks in the scorer's box to start the clock. But we approach 2 minutes to go. Lawrence Academy at 15-13. Time being wasted here in the near right corner. Now they finally stop it as the puck is frozen with 1:46 to go. LSP will have coverage of the NJCAA Region 21 men's and women's basketball semifinals and finals next Saturday and Sunday, March 3rd and 4th, from Bunker Hill Community College in Boston, as Angerhofer covers up. Coverage starts at 11:55 a.m. both days. Watch all the games live at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand. So watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live. Then stream the games the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the games at the LSP store. It's been a long day, folks. I'm sorry. Minute and a half to go. This puck has been backed up in the LA zone for a long time. They have not been able to get a clear. Really only gotten as far as center in the last 3 minutes about. Shot from the right post, and Angerhofer reaches back just in time to stop it. She was looking the other way and just got back into position, and now a timeout called by Lawrence Academy with 1:14 to go. The Spartans have had nothing to shout about offensively this period. It's just, the puck has just been, the puck control by St. Paul's. They know they're hanging on to a 1-goal lead. They know it has been as easy today as it has been in 3 of the last 4 games. And they're just trying to prevent LA from touching the puck in the first place, basically. 1:14 to go. The difference in the game right now is Bella Kang's goal, which came less than a minute after Jess Michaels tied the game midway through the second period. But, this easily could be a much more lopsided game. Were it not for the play of Maddox Angerhofer, she has made some fantastic saves tonight, including a string of just silly saves on the power play in the second period against St. Paul's. Angerhofer's going to have to stand her ground, but hopefully not for much longer. Spartans want to get it out of the zone, get Angerhofer off the ice, and tie this game. .1:14 to go. Face-off in the right wing circle. It'll be Hill to take the face-off against Belfay. Puck is tangled up, and again, more forechecking here by St. Paul's. They're not really looking to score. They're just really looking to eat as much clock as they can, as we're already under a minute. Hill. They're not in a rush to score. Like I say, they're up 1. Spartans trying to corral the puck, get a clearance off the sideboards. Comes out to center ice, but it's going to be Frechette regrouping. No outlet here for Angerhofer to get to the bench. No icing either. Babineau back to play it, can't handle it. Comes to the near side. Under 25 seconds to play. The Spartans have just been held prisoner in their own zone, but now it's McCool. There goes Angerhofer. She's going to try and wrap her out in front, off the side of the cage, trying to get it in front for Lazat. Lazat breaks it up. 5 seconds. Swing and a miss, and that will do it. The one window LA got to tie that game came with 20 seconds left, and they clamped down on McCool immediately. And what a phenomenal defensive game played by St. Paul's, and really by LA too. You really can't fault either team for the defensive effort. Just a 2-1 nail-biter goes in favor of the St. Paul's Big Red. They finish the season at 17-4-3. Lawrence Academy finishes the season at 15-14 in the final home game for Grace Belfay, Lindsay McNeil, Corinne McCool, Maddox Angerhofer. Our players of the game are Bella Kang with the game-winning goal in the second period, and on senior day, let's give co-player of the game to Maddox Angerhofer for a phenomenal performance in goal. that sequence of saves she made on the St. Paul's power play in the second period was just one of the more phenomenal sequences of goaltending I have seen in a long time. So congratulations on a great career, again, to Lindsay, Grace, Corinne, and Maddox. But that will do it for coverage of NEPSAC girls hockey on LSP for the 2017-18 season. But, we still got more sports coming up in the next couple of weeks, folks. Got MIAA stuff, NEPSAC stuff, the NJCAA, men's and women's basketball tournament. We'll have a lot for you to indulge in before I go on spring break. Yeah, that 1 week of spring break, we're not going to have anything to show you, folks, unfortunately. But try to pack as much action as we can the 2 weeks beforehand. So with that said, this has been a presentation of local sports production serving Greater Boston student athletes since 2011. Copyright 2018, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of local sports productions is strictly prohibited. LSP will have coverage of the NJCAA Region 21 men's and women's basketball semifinals and championship next Saturday and Sunday, March 3rd and 4th. Coverage beginning at 11:55 a.m. both days. Watch the games live at localsportsproductions.com/live and stream the games the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of this or any past LSP video broadcast at the LSP store. And be sure to follow LSP on the web, localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Once again, the final score from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. It is the St. Paul's Big Red 2 and the Lawrence Academy Spartans 1. For Zamir Prime, it's the best name of the game on camera. My name is Sam Feely, reminding you freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in.